So as you come closer to me in intimacy, your value of your introject goes through the roof. This is, as far as I'm aware, that's my hypothesis. Everything else I said is psychoanalytic theory standard. I think that's my hypothesis. I'd be surprised if somebody else hadn't said that as well. So as you get more intimate, you're standing in my, so if like say if you watched 100 hours of Richard Grannon's YouTube channel and then you speak to me over the phone, or you speak to me over Skype, and I'm like, you're a terrible human being. That would have more impact on you than if some random came up to you at a bus stop and went, you're a terrible human being. You would ignore that. But from me, because there's a level of intimacy and you've put me at a level of hierarchy inside your head, it would be more powerful. Make sense? In any intimate relationship, not necessarily with somebody with NPD, this is what happens. The closer they are, the more powerful the introject is. Once that introject that's powerful has come through, it goes into the other people part, the recording device, and then it gets uploaded to the cloud, and then it's stupidly, non-intelligently replayed again and again as a recording, which is called, what's it called, class? An injunction. It's a superego injunction. And if it's negative, it's just going to play again and again and again, because the dumb other people part, the server that feeds the data to the superego, assumes that anything that comes from an intimate partner, because they are now a high authority, because I'm infantilized and my boundaries are down, what they said has value. So in a relationship with somebody with NPD, you will over time develop what we call, it's a toxified superego, also known as an inner critic. But we're upscaling a little bit by saying a toxic superego. We're actually going back to the psychoanalytic theory, and we're approaching it with just a shade more nuance, not much, but I feel it's a shade more nuance that might give you that extra foothold to just make a bit more progress in your healing. You've probably had, possibly in childhood, some superego injunctions, some introjects that you received that became internalized, the superego injunctions that are now playing out stupidly as recordings. I say stupidly, it's stupid. Remember I said it's a dummy. It just plays recordings. That's all it can do. You're not arguing with an intelligent entity. When it says, you're a worthless piece of shit, which people with CPTSD and borderline personality disorder, they hear superego injunctions like that all the time. It's not because it's actually made an assessment of your latest piece of work and then gone, oh, this is about something you've done currently. I want you to remember that whenever you hear a negative superego injunction, the voice of the inner critic, it's only a dumb recording from the past. It's never about now. It's incapable of being about now. It doesn't know what now is. It's not intelligent. It's not even artificially intelligent and halfway sort of taking on data. Not at all. It's a dummy. It's a server. It plays recordings. So you don't have to listen to it. In fact, you must battle it. It's going to be your biggest battle in recovering from narcissistic abuse. And if you're recovering from childhood trauma and CPTSD, the biggest battle will not be the emotional flashbacks. It will be between you and the superego. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for your time and for your attention. And I will be speaking to you all again very, very soon. Thanks.